students, we are going to see Muhammad bin Tughlaq's policies in the administration of the Delhi Sultanate. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a sultan of the Tughlaq dynasty. He started many new policies. He was a generous king to his subjects. He laid stress on merit. So he appointed many people of humble origin in his offices. This angered the nobles and they refused to cooperate with Muhammad bin Tughlaq. These plans were grand plans and policies, but they were failed because of the lack of proper planning, and this lowered his prestige. This failing of his plans and policies lowered his prestige. He never tried to capture back the territories that were lost from the Sultanate, and there were revolts in different parts and many territories became independent during his reign. We are going to see what were the policies of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. An idiomatic representation or saying that was known as the Tughlaqian reforms that came into usage because of Muhammad bin Tughlaq's policies. So we are going to study some of the policies that were started by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. The first policy that was the shift of capital. Muhammad bin Tughlaq thought that he could control the Deccan properly if he shifted his capital from Delhi to Devagiri. He established his new capital in Devagiri and named it Daulatabad. He built a road to Daulatabad from Delhi. This created heavy financial crisis in the kingdom, and the officers and the people have to be shifted from Delhi to Daulatabad. Then he realized that from Daulatabad he cannot control the northwestern frontiers. So he shifted back his capital from Daulatabad to Delhi. Again, the Delhi became the capital. This created problems to the people and also financial loss in the kingdom. That was the first Tughlaqian reform. And another one, the second one is standing army for military campaign in Central Asia. He thought to begin a military campaign in Central Asia and to stop the Mongol invasions. For this, a standing army he started to maintain. This huge army needed huge expenses. This also created financial shortage and he raised a huge standing army for this purpose. He, however, had to give up the plan after spending heavily on the arrangements. So the arrangements were very expensive. That's why later he withdrew that plan. That was the second Tughlaqian reforms or the policies. The third one, the economic measures. He increased the land tax to balance the financial loss by shifting his capital and also for maintaining a standing army. So he decided to increase the land tax. This fell heavily on the farmers. between the Ganga, Yamuna, Doab, the farmers started rebellious, or they revolted against the Sultan, and they were ruthlessly crushed. Then the lands, there was no agriculture and they became waste. Then the Sultan had to spend money to start agriculture, and also he was forced to give relief to the farmers. From the royal granary he supplied the food grains. So that was the third policy of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. The fourth one, introducing bronze token coins in the kingdom, in the sultanate. He wanted to preserve gold and silver for the standing army. The so-called military campaign in Central Asia, he wanted to raise the standing army. So he wanted to acquire, or he wanted to preserve gold and silver. He started bronze coins, bronze and copper coins in the kingdom, and two bronze and copper coins, a fixed amount was replaced by the silver coins and gold coins. But copper and bronze was cheaper at that time, so people minted the coins in their houses. That means forgery. Forgery means the duplicating of banknotes, coins, and the stamps, imitation of documents. That is forgery. So forgery was increased of the copper and bronze coins, and the Sultan had to give these duplicated coins were exactly like the royal bronze and copper coins. So that also led to heavy financial crisis, because the traders they rejected these copper coins. They stopped the trade in the kingdom, so that fell heavily on the sultanate. And the Sultan had to withdraw the token currency and pay gold and silver coins in exchange. This caused a heavy financial loss. It was said by the historians that every house there was a mint. There was minting. Means every house, that may be exaggeration, but the most wealthy families, they were minting the copper and bronze coins by themselves. That there was increased forgery, and these coins were not accepted by the traders, and it was said or marked by the historians that piles of bronze and copper coins were there in front of the fort of Daulatabad. So that was a severe blunder that was introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Such a plan or a policy that was introduced by the Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So this is about the different policies of Muhammad bin Tughlaq during his reign.